Hari Om. Dear fellow member of Vasudev Kutum, dear fellow wave on the ocean of pure consciousness, today I welcome you to the second discourse on Bhakti Yoga with special reference to the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The spirit soul is by nature the eternal servant of Lord Krishna. The soul is simultaneously one and different from God. Let me repeat that. The spirit soul is by nature the eternal servant of Lord Krishna. The soul is simultaneously one and different from God. Just as a single ray of the sun is non-different in quality from the sun, similarly, the spirit soul is of the same quality as the Lord, but a fragmental, insignificant, tiny part of the Lord. Let me repeat that. Just as a single ray of the sun is non-different in quality from the sun, similarly, the spirit soul is of the same quality as the Lord, but a fragmental, insignificant, tiny part of the Lord. Just as the sun diffuses its sunshine in all directions, similarly, Krishna pervades everything that exists through his multifarious energies. Let me repeat that. Just as the sun diffuses its sunshine in all directions, similarly, Krishna pervades everything that exists through his multifarious energies. There are three primary energies: Chit Shakti, the eternal spiritual energy; Maya Shakti, the illusionary material energy; and Tatatsa Shakti, the Jiva soul. Let me repeat that. There are three primary energies: Chit Shakti, the eternal spiritual energy, what we call consciousness, pure consciousness; Maya Shakti, the illusory material energy; and Tatatsa Shakti, the Jiva soul. When the Jiva soul, that means the individual soul, is covered by the Maya Shakti, it forgets its original nature, becomes covered by the false ego, and thinks that he is himself an enjoyer, separate from Krishna. Repeat that. When the Jiva soul is covered by the Maya Shakti, it forgets its original nature, becomes covered by false ego, and thinks that he is himself an enjoyer, separate from Krishna. Since time immemorial, the spirit soul has been suffering repeated births and deaths, ignoring of his true nature, and in each birth he has had to suffer the threefold miseries: Adhyatmika, Adivedya, and Adibhutya. Now, this is a very interesting point, that he mentions that we are really Krishna. We are, each one of us is part of the super soul, is Lord Krishna. But because of these energies, these false illusions, we think of ourselves as the ego, and we are separate from Lord Krishna, and separate from everybody else, an individual. And it is, but this is just a false ego which can easily be dissipated. It needs to be dissipated, needs to be rubbed out, so the truth shines forth. In other words, truth is always there, but through this ignorance, through this false, Shankaracharya says it beautifully, makes the same point beautifully. It's as if we are a pool of water, but the water is covered by moss over time, and the moss of ignorance. And this is what he calls the Maya Shakti. And Shankaracharya, this is when this moss is removed through spiritual practices, that the truth, the pure quality of that water shines forth. To continue. So because of the power of the three gunas, mankind is, the jiva is influenced to sometimes act piously and sometimes impiously. As we know, there are three gunas. There is sattva guna, there is rajas guna, and tamas guna. And tamas and rajas cause us to act impiously. Rajas leads us to false action, and tamas leads us to no action. And both are away from the sattva. Only sattva guna causes us to act piously. Now comes the cure. One who associates with the Sadguru and learns the process of surrendering to the inner self, Krishna, can easily cross the ocean of worldly existence. Let me repeat that. This is a Mahavakya. One who associates with the Sadguru, one who radiates divine energy, the pure consciousness, the soap and water needed to which applied properly by the recipient can rub out all this false Maya Shakti, Maya energy, the moss that on the water. One who associates with the Sadguru and learns the process of surrendering to the inner self, Krishna can easily cross the ocean of worldly existence. The sacrifice we do by spending endless hours chanting the name of God, doing Guru Seva, all this is all known as the process of surrendering to the inner self. It is something that the ego would not like to do. It is something that rubs out the ego. So obviously there will be a lot of initial resistance to this kind of behavior, this kind of soap and water application to the ignorance, the Maya Shakti. Only the grace of Lord Krishna can deliver one from ignorance, the grace of the Guru. He saves the aspiring soul through three forms: the Vedas, the Sadguru, and the Super Soul within the heart. Very interesting. Only the grace of Lord Krishna can deliver one from ignorance. He saves the aspiring soul through three forms: the Vedas, that means the knowledge, the Sadguru, the radiator of divine energy, and the Super Soul within the heart, the inner soul that exists within each one of us, within the blue pearl, in the Sahasrara of the top of each individual's head. The Vedic literatures discuss three subject matters: Sambandh, how to re-establish our lost relationship with the inner self; Abhedya, using Bhakti as the means; and Prayojana, the goal, the love for the inner self. So the ultimate objective of Bhakti Yoga, the ultimate objective of all yoga, which results in total bliss, the recovery of bliss, and total lack of suffering, and treating every moment as a kind of celebration, joyous celebration. This is the goal. And how do we achieve it? Use Bhakti as the means. Bhakti as the means. And it is really, what we are really doing is re-establishing our relationship with that inner self. By rubbing out the ego, by rubbing out the Maya energies, by rubbing out the gunas, we are, through the process of Bhakti, we re-establish our connectivity with the inner self, with God, if you like. And in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw everything as Lord Krishna, and that was his personal experience. And it is interesting that Sri Ramakrishna found that whenever he meditated on whichever subject, the inner self would take that form inside. When he meditated on the child Krishna, he saw the end of that sadhana. He saw the vision he got was of Lord Krishna. When he took he followed the ways of the mullahs, Islamic way of meditation. He found the end result. He found the vision was of a bearded mullah inside his head. When he undertook the meditation of Lord Ram, he found Lord Ram as the end result, as a goal in his head. In other words, the Lord takes any form, whichever form you meditate on, he will. It's a figure of light after all. He can project any form in your skull. He can take any form in your skull. But the point is, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, believing in Lord Krishna, saw Krishna everywhere. This is what this means. Enough for today. Thank you for listening.